Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Renegade Roundtable podcast. Here, I am Jeffrey Kirby. As always, each and every week, we're joined by Jared. Jared, how in the hell are you?
Doing good, doing great, feeling good. It's been a smooth week, going by faster than I thought. Got good Thursday night game tonight. Definitely will be watching. Other than that, feeling good. The Ravens week this Sunday.
Oh man.
It's already the talks are already coming. The smack talk. We're ready.
And ladies and gentlemen, your boy will be there.
I was about to say Kirby will be in attendance for that game.
Not only will I be in attendance for that game, but I'll be in attendance for the next two Steeler games because I will also be going to the Browns-Steelers game next Thursday, a week from today. So we will have to figure out how we're going to do the podcast that week because
probably
right about this time next week I will be down there with my boy Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. He's flying into Cleveland and we're gonna go have some fun. We're gonna go watch Steelers catch a dub.
Hopefully catch a dub. We're take it 1 week at a time. Take it 1 week at a time. Don't worry about this game first.
This game definitely needs to be worried about this. The Ravens game, yes, that game definitely needs to be worried about for the Steelers. But first, step one of the gauntlet complete.
Yeah, a lot more to go.
But step one complete. What a game. That was the first time in over a month that we felt that way. That we had to go through the typical agonizing blood pressure, heart rate, skyrocketing kind of game. We hadn't had that kind of game since the Dallas game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think for the Steelers. The Vegas game, I was there. Blowout. The next week against the Jets, you were there. Blowout. The week after that, Giants game. Blowout. Bye week. Can't get blown out unless you're the Cowboys or the Browns in that game. Last week, not a blowout at all. It made us all want to I think a couple of us lost some time off our life because of that game.
Well, I was listening to the first quarter trying to get out of work Sunday after delivering the packages on Sunday, and I could just only imagine what was going on during the first quarter. I got home, turned on the TV, put on that second quarter, watched the rest of it way through. We'll talk about the game. But the first quarter, I was confused of what happened, and then of course I was explained what happened in the chat in a little bit.
Yeah,
but what a game that they came out with the win. A lot of back and forth. This is the best response from the offensive side to go back and score, pretty much. To keep it in the game, as how I see it. The way that the Commanders is just by details. It's just a little bit that the Jaden Daniels was not good today, not the best Sunday. He missed. In
terms of the analytical stuff, it was just about as bad as the game that Anthony Richardson played to get him benched.
Yeah. So he was missing some throws. He had some wide open receivers that he missed that he wished he would have had back. That Luke McCaffrey one was the most scariest one. I thought that was probably the most scariest one I've seen. But the pressure is what got to Jaden Daniels. Not many people are going to take that as a credit. It doesn't show up in the stats, but the pressure going up to Jaden Daniels really helped this defense and kept Jaden Daniels off, mistiming his throws to eventually win us this game.
Yeah, this was the kind of game that we needed this version of the Steelers to play in. I wanted to see them in a dogfight. I wanted to see them in a war. And this game is for us to find a way to go out and get this win, for Russell Wilson to go out, score that touchdown on the final drive, for us to be able to get the stops when needed, for us to be able to do the things that we needed to do to get this job done is so much different than the team that we saw a month ago.
Yep.
And that is so big. And there's one big common denominator with that. The quarterback, Russell Wilson. I mean, if you told any of us last year that Russell Wilson would be doing this with the way that he played last year, you'd say you're crazy.
Yep.
You'd be out of your damn mind.
Yep.
But the way he's come in here, commanded the offense fits him to a T. This has just been absolutely beautiful.
Being down 10, we're down 10. I think going into the, I don't think it was still the third quarter. You had the feeling, the Steelers are going to come back from this 10-point. Is this different this time? Because coming back 10 down, it was 24-14, and then the response with the touchdown with Najee going into the end zone was pretty huge with a big response. Even with the turnover that he basically threw up in the air to double coverage to George Pickens, it basically was a punt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You would like to have that back, but I guess there was nothing else open, so Russ just decided to throw it up there. Hopefully Pickens can catch it. He's a 90-10, able to catch it no matter what. But it didn't work out, but it didn't hurt him in the end.
For you know what? I got to get this off my chest now. Even though we still won, that fake punt still haunts me.
Oh yeah, I was
if he catches that, if James Pierre catches that, he is still running.
This is the
and
first.
Here's the thing, real quick. I'm not mad at the decision because I don't know if that was just a normal check or what it was, but it was. When you see something like that, or if they game planned for it, if Danny Smith game planned for that, whatever the hell it was, I don't know. You had it right there. You had a early Christmas gift given to you, and you blew it.
See, when I was listening to it, I wasn't aware that I heard they threw it on fourth down in the end zone. I was like, what are they doing? I was like, is somebody open? I was so confused, and I was kind of upset with the decision calling, and then I was being told, oh, James Pierre was open on the left side. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I understand. He just dropped the ball. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, how can you drop that? And then James Pierre says, oh, we practiced that a lot, blah, 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 blah. And, I catch it 99% of the time, whatever he says. But in the game moment, you drop that. That easily could have been, that's a huge gain, possible touchdown, if that.
Right.
Well, that's another 7 points, or 7-3 in my, 3-7 in my head.
Instead, it was they were able to score a very easy touchdown there.
Yep.
Which that was annoying. But one thing too about this team that was very nice to see was to see them respond accordingly to the Jaylen Warren fumble at the end zone. You get that, and that is such a devastating play. Such a devastating play. So that that was a 14-play, 86-yard drive.
And even though Jalen were still running, usually the refs like to stop the play when everyone's smushed up together here and there. I get it. They let the players play on. But that really, it's unfortunate for Jalen Warren. It fumbled, at the 1 yard line. But like you said, the defense held,
3 and out. They got a 3 and out right after. They said, all right, 3 and out. Get the ball right back to you.
And that's what made the Russell Wilson touchdown to
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams on the left side. Shout out to Mike Williams. Welcome to the Steelers. Once I saw that touch, I was screaming.
Oh, I was freaking out.
I was like, no way, it's Mike Williams. And then it was just a go route, and he just ran right by St. Juice as they were, 25 is what they're calling. Commanders fans were hating on him a lot.
Oh, my TikTok feed this week is usually like every Monday, my feed just gets swarmed with anything Steeler related. And I saw a lot of Commanders fans going crazy on him. That was great.
Because St. Juice had a rough Sunday, then. Unfortunately.
We also had a corner that had a rough day.
He did, but going against us, Terry McLaurin, the one down the sideline, can't do nothing about that. It was just a perfect ball, in the basket. Now, the one that he held him, shouldn't do that. I get it. You had him stride for stride a little bit either way. Other than that, I guess, it wasn't his day. It's, someone's not going to have a day here and there. It happens. I'm sure Joey Porter is going to, rebound hopefully this Sunday against the Ravens. The defense was, like we talked about earlier, bend, don't break defense. They got the stops when necessary, when needed, which was good enough for now. But against the, your divisional foe, the Ravens, you would like to stop them as much as you can.
Yeah.
Every 3 and out, impossible.
Hey, speaking of 3 and outs, which is, you led me perfect to where I was just getting ready to go with that. Steelers got 5 3 and outs on the Commanders' offense, which they've had very, very little all year long. I mean, you start out the Commanders, 3 and out, 3 plays, which was the short field touchdown, 3 and out. And then you had the muff punt, which then led to us getting an easy touchdown. Then they had the 6-play drive that led to a field goal, and then they had that 15-play drive at the end of the half. But other than that, and then in the second half, they started off with the touchdown, but then you got 3 and out, 7-play that led to a field goal, 4 plays and a punt, 3 and out, and then obviously the last down, which, by the way, shout out to Johnny Newton. I appreciate you.
Because, I know you were shaking. I was shaking on that drive. 4th and 1. I knew, everyone knew they weren't going to run, go for it on 4th and 1. They were just going to see if they could jump them or not. And would you, Lord and behold, Johnny Newton, you were the chosen one on Sunday. But Russell Wilson looked pretty good Sunday. The stats might not really show it. He had like 195 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. I'm just going off.
By the way, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first time a Steeler quarterback's had 3 touchdowns since like 2021.
2021, Ben Roethlisberger was the last time that 3 touchdown game, which is kind of insane to think about it. 3 years to not have a 3 touchdown games. Oh man! Anyway.
This dude Russell Wilson is doing things that we haven't seen in a while.
It's giving the offense life.
You know what? Shout out, Mr. Unlimited, Mr. Unlimited.
Need him again this Sunday.
For the Steelers is unlimited.
Like I said, this is a huge game on Sunday for the division in general. This is basically whoever wins gets first place for now. If we lose, we're 7-3, but they would be 8-3 for now.
8-3, and on top of that, they will have had a couple divisional wins too.
Yep, exactly. So this is the game that
Baltimore's 2-1 in the division so far.
Like I said, this is a must-win Sunday 1:00 game in the Berg. Russell Wilson. This is the revenge game for Mr. Patrick Queen, Deshaun Elliott, going against their former teams. I'm sure you've heard.
James Pierre, too.
And James Pierre, yes, technically, I guess.
We'll stretch that one, but, it fits the agenda.
And Deontay Johnson, a little revenge game. Mike Tomlin said in their interview that was I thought it was a little crazy. I don't think it was a shot. I guess you could take it as a shot. Not much.
I'm praying to the God above. Please, if there's anyone that's like on the Ravens that's going to catch a game-winning touchdown catch, please don't let it be him. Oh my God! The
fans will not be able to take it. I'll just tell you that much.
I will not be able to take it.
Yeah, I would not be too, but I'm not going to be that much butthurt about it. But I would say it is what it is.
Oh, I will.
I'll be for like 5 minutes and then move on. But it's a huge game. I'm sure if you saw Patrick Queen talk a little bit about his little free agency, that the Ravens never offered him a deal to come back.
Yep.
And he took that a little bit personally, and when he signed with the Steelers, he said he was just grateful that someone like the Steelers, a great franchise, under Mike Tomlin, just all the good stuff you hear, about our organization. But he's been mentally preparing for this game, and same as Deshaun Elliott. Deshaun Elliott, I can't say much more praise about that guy.
Good Lord, Deshaun. Listen, there are not many guys on this team that I'm like genuinely like irritated with or pissed at or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that dude has just been. You want to talk about a guy that's been a baller. Talk about someone that's been hooping. He is one of them.
And he wants to stay here. I'm sure he wants to retire here as a Steeler. I'll tell you that much. But other than that, like I said, Steelers got the job done. Everything was taken care of. The defense, they did their job necessary. Just let's be a little bit better. Be better this week.
Yeah, you got to think, though, they also played against the top offense in the NFL.
I know, holding the Jaden Daniels to 5 rushing yards is pretty insane.
Now, you want to talk about another top offense? You're going up against the literal top offense.
Yep.
In Baltimore. But for some reason, there's a heavy reason. This game rarely will it ever exceed like you had that one game, I think it was in 2017, where it was like 38-37 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that once every 10 years.
Yeah. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Happens every time.
Every
time.
And
in fact, I'm going to go back. I want to go back and rewatch the highlights to the game last year in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, it's going to be a low-scoring game. Defense are really going to – it's the weakness, the question marks is the Ravens defense going up against the Steelers offense. Their pass defense is ranked dead last in the league. Awful. But their front seven's pretty good.
In terms of rushing defense in the NFL, that they're very good at. Yep. In terms of rushing yards allowed per game, they're number one.
Mm-hmm.
So number one versus 32. Yeah. Needless to say, we know they're gonna still try to establish the run.
Yep.
But
you got to take some shots. You got to take some shots. Throw it into the zones that are open.
And this is where someone like a Russell Wilson will come into play because he's seen it done it a billion times. He can pick apart zone coverages like it's nothing.
So, they should, the offense should really, have a, passing wise, have a good day against this passing defense. We'll see what happens, but it's different on any given Sunday. Anything could happen on any given Sunday, Stats say they could be 32, but they could play like their top 5 in pass defense on Sunday.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this team. I'm excited. This game, 48 hours from now, I'll be in Pittsburgh. I can't wait. I'm hoping to see my first win in Pittsburgh.
Oh, well, you still have not seen your first win.
In Pittsburgh.
I know, but still in.
Yeah.
Yikes, I'm sorry.
You know what's ironic is 3 years ago today was my very first Steeler game in Pittsburgh ever.
Yeah.
First, you know about that game very well too.
I got reminded when I saw it on my phone and I was like, oh, it's that day, it's that time.
Yeah, this will be my fourth Steeler game in Pittsburgh.
I can't remember the count to be
and
honest.
I am 0-2-1.
I can't. I lost track of record already. I don't remember.
I know you've seen a decent amount of L's.
Yep, decent lot of L's and W's. More L's than W's, I'm pretty sure, but
it's how the cookie crumbles.
But it's going to be a great game on Sunday, and I'm going to be able. I'm off on Sunday. I'm planning on going to go out with some buddies, go watch it at a restaurant. Let's go Steelers. Get this W on Sunday, man. You got to get this W.
I can't wait.
Because then you got a short week against the Browns on Thursday, a little mini bye week, and then against the Bengals the following week,
which they're starting to kick things up. Even though they lost their last matchup.
Yeah, they looked pretty good, even though they lost. You know, they just have some questionable play calling in my opinion. Those 2 4th downs that they went on Thursday night, what are they doing on the Ravens end zone? Take the field goal, take the 3 points. I understand. You know, they were saying, oh, they don't get many chances or whatever. It's like you take what you can at least. You know, at least come out with something. That's 6 points you missed off of those 2 drives.
And then on top of that, going for it at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that either. I got into a debate with a friend of mine. He's one of those very ultra aggressive, always be aggressive. I'm like, yeah, but you got to pick your spots.
Exactly. You got to take what you can, is what I say. It's better to have something than nothing. It's a gamble, just like gambling. That's how it is. But Steelers, I think we're gonna have Nick Herbig back on Sunday, which is pretty huge.
Jaylen Warren popped up on the medical report today with a back injury. He did not practice today, so we'll have to watch out for that. CJ Henderson, I mean, not that he's really relevant with a neck, and Jaylen Warren did not practice. Van Jefferson and Dante Jackson were limited. And then obviously Nick Herbig was, which I mean, thank God, because considering the fact that you're going to lose Alex Highsmith again for a couple weeks, which thank God that it's only going to be a couple weeks, because that could have been a lot.
I thought it was a lot worse than when I first saw it. I thought he was done for the season.
But you know what? How many people, when as thinking about this from this perspective, you see him go down like that, one of the first thoughts that I had after saying, like, please let this be okay, like, please let him be all right, is thank God we got Preston Smith.
Yep. And
he made a play. He made a couple plays in this game, too, on Sunday.
Yep, he did. He definitely did. I'm sure he loves being back on that 4-3 or that defensive line, being at, his favorite play style. I'm very happy to have him. We'll see him again on Sunday as well to play some, I'm sure. I wonder, where are they gonna put him more now? It's gonna be Herbig. Oh, Herbig and Preston Smith probably on that side again.
Yeah,
on the left side. So I'm trying to think, like, what about TJ on the other side? Who replaces him? I don't remember who it is, but other than that, like I said, it's good to have Nick Herbig back. It's really huge. I hope, no injuries. I wish for no injuries every game is what I would all wish for. Both sides of the ball. I wish for no injuries.
I'm right there with you.
As much as it does happen. In every game, you don't want it to get it for either one. You want the best game possible, full strength possible, so you don't have any excuses. And that's how people see it. Yep. It's like once someone goes down, the excuses start popping around. So,
a non-Steeler interesting injury update. The Chiefs are placing Harrison Butker on injury reserve.
Wow.
So their kicker out for a month, out for 4 weeks.
That's very close to Christmas time.
So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But
who's their kicker?
They signed. Who did they just sign? Someone. Are signing kicker Spencer Schrader off the Jets practice squad.
Interesting. Alrighty. But like I said, Steelers are at number 3 in the playoff picture right now in the division. We're in the mix of things. This is the best feeling that we probably had in a long time.
Yes. I mean, if we're talking legitimate, I mean, the last time we were in
legitimate
any like this, I mean, technically we were like 6-3 last year, which how the hell we were 6-3 last year?
Yeah, but like, are we that like a confident
right.
6? That win a playoff game type of deal. We're feeling confident that we can win at least one playoff game. That's the goal right now, and that's in my opinion. The goal is to win a Super Bowl, of course. We want to go.
I had a dream last night.
Oh boy.
So my dream last night was that the Steelers were in the Super Bowl. And I had a buddy of mine text me and say, "Hey, what are you doing on Super Bowl Sunday?" I said, "I don't know." And they go, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, what?
Go to New Orleans.
And then, of course, right when the game kicks off, right when the foot hits the thing, alarm goes off. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Depending what happens with the Steelers, where they play, or if it's at Pittsburgh, I'm tempted. I'm thinking I want to go to a playoff game.
I'm making it a thing where if the Steelers
really do
have a home playoff game, I'm there. I had an opportunity to go to the Buffalo game last year, but unfortunately I couldn't because the way from my house to get to Buffalo, the big highway there, was literally blocked off. So I couldn't. So and on top of that, I was still maybe a month into walking again.
Yep.
Did not feel comfortable at all. Did not feel any kind of.
The weather up there was probably not the greatest right now.
You know what? There is this thing that I'm used to that because there's this thing that we have up here in the north. It's called a winter.
Yes,
I know you guys don't experience that.
We're getting a cold front this weekend.
Let me hear it.
40s.
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 Shut the whole state down.
Yep.
Shut the whole state down. Shut every school down. State of emergency.
But anyways, if that will depending, we'll see. Depending what happens, the results, the outcome, I would like to go to a playoff game.
Yeah, that would be my thing. Is if I can, if the Steelers get a home playoff game, I want to be there. Because I've been to playoff basketball game, I've been to a playoff baseball game, never been to a playoff football game, and I just want to be able to add that to the resume.
No, I hear you. Football, definitely. I haven't been to a playoff football game ever. I've been to playoff basketball, playoff baseball.
I remember I went to one playoff game last year for the Cavs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Anyways, all right. I think it's time to go out of here. Anyways.
You know what's funny, though, is in my playoff game atmosphere, I am 2-1.
Well, I am 1-0 in the playoff atmosphere.
So, hey, combine that, we're 3-1. That's pretty good. Pretty good percentage.
Pretty good percentage. But anyway, Steelers, big game Sunday. Let's go. Get this dub. Beat the Ravens. I don't want to hear this trash talk from Baltimore. And then we'll figure out when we'll do the show next week before Thursday for Kirby. Please, for Kirby. It's win on Thursday.
You want to talk about an atmosphere? Thank God I'm gonna be with my boy Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to go to that game by myself wearing Steelers shit. Nope. No. Browns fans do not like Steelers fans.
I bet they don't.
They do not.
I bet
like I would feel more comfortable going to a Steeler Raven game in Baltimore by myself.
Really? Oh wow.
There's a respect between Browns fans. They just have no respect. They do not give a damn. They do not like us at all.
Jesus. But anyways, I really hope that we win. Go 8-2, and we'll be a game up in the North, I think. Yep, for against the Ravens. We would be one game up from them for now.
Yeah, it's oh lordy. Yeah, 48 hours. 48 hours.
You driving 48 hours? You leave Saturday?
I leave Saturday.
Look at you.
48 hours, I will be in the Berg. I will be in the 412.
Look at you. Very nice. Very, very nice of you.
So, you got your Pittsburgh trip earlier in the year.
Yep.
And now it's my turn.
I definitely did. So, anyways.
And you got a dub, so let's hope that the Renegade Roundtable are 2-0 this year in games that we have attended.
Yep, in Pittsburgh. We're 2-0 right now in games we attended.
Well, just in general, because I haven't been to Pittsburgh yet for a Steeler game this year.
Yeah,
it's my first. But and they've both been blowouts.
Listen. I'm not expecting a blowout in this
not
game.
either. I'm expecting heart racing. I'm expecting blood pressure rising.
Expecting till the end of the game. Fourth quarter. Last second is what I always expect. It's not real till the double zeros happen.
That ain't over till the fat lady sings.
That is very, very true. But defense, let's not keep, it's okay to bend and break a little bit. Just, I would like to.
If you're going to give up anything, just give up threes over 6s and 7s.
And Justin Tucker's been not guaranteed this year.
Yep.
He has not been a guarantee this year. It's been a little shaky.
You know what's crazy to think is with how great the Steelers have been lately in special teams. Every time there's a punt, every time there's a field goal, I'm like, all right, we're gonna block this, which is insane to think because of how rare it is that you don't see it very often, but just how great the Steelers have been at it.
I forgot the stat, but this is the first game that the Steelers did not attempt a field goal in so long
since the Colts game in 2020.
That is a long time. A long time.
Game.
Wow. 2020 without, having a field goal every game. But Boswell must have a nice day to himself. Made the extra points and 2 kickoffs. Call it a day.
Call it a day. But until then, I think that is about it for this episode. I do want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like that. Like this if you're on X, make sure to go and follow both of us. Again, I'm right here. He's over there. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to go and like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Let's go, Steelers. Let's go, baby.
It's huge.
Next time you guys see me on here, I'm either going to be very happy or very devastated.
Very nervous, I would say you would be.
Nervous is an understatement right now. But till then, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and until then, peace out.